Welcome to the Cornerstone Believers Church. Here is a short message from Pastor Emmanuel Okonkwo. Be blessed as you watch.
You are going to go through that season when it feels like the promise will not be kept. So, we get to 2,000 years ago. Galatians chapter 4 verse 4 to 5, if you have that on the board. Galatians chapter 4 to 5. But when the fullness of time had come. Did you hear me preach about the fullness of time a week ago? When somebody said when the fullness of time had come. You see, when the fullness of time had come, God sent forth his son. So here is the first message of Christmas. The first message of Christmas is God telling people, he says, when I make a promise, I keep my promise. Christmas speaks of a promise kept. A promise kept. In Genesis 3 he says, I'll fix it. In Galatians 4 he says, I have fixed it. So what does that tell you about? Christmas is about making promises and keeping them. So let's leave God now and face ourselves. So what will Christmas tell you and I today? Christmas will tell you and I to be promise keepers. Let me tell you something. I'm sick and tired of promise makers. The world is looking for promise keepers. So what's the message of Christmas? Well, the first message of Christmas is when you make a promise, keep it. When you make a promise, keep it. There are some of you here, you make promises flippantly. In fact, some people here, as you're making the promise, you have no intention of keeping it. And you're saying it, and only you know I'm saying it, but I have no plans of doing it. Huh? Babe, I'll give you 70,000 before Christmas to spend. You know you won't do it. Huh? Christmas says stop making promises that you can't keep. Christmas says stop giving promises that you have no intention of keeping. Because in Christmas, God made the promise and he did what? He said, I'll fix the problem, and he fixed it. Christmas will tell every husband here, please stop making promises to your wife that you have no intention of keeping. You know, when I married my wife, I told her, I said, one day I'll buy you a Ferrari. So every 3 years in the house, you look at me. He said, the way you look, the way you are, I don't even know whether, maybe it's me that will be buying you a Ferrari. But let me tell you something. Christmas says when you make a promise, keep it. I'm sick and tired of Christians walking around breaking promises. Christians walking around and your word is not your bond. Christians walking around and you say things. You know you could get to a point where when you say things, people will pinch each other. Don't mind it. That's how he talks. You know your reputation is over when you say things, right? You say things and when you turn, they say, that's so in the talk. The one he said 3 years ago, we have a list. Christmas will tell every Christian here, make a promise and keep it. Christmas will tell every Christian here, do not ever say something you have no intention of keeping. Are you getting what I'm saying? Yes, sir. And I'm looking at the video. Christmas will tell every politician in our country, you promised something in 2015, you promised again in 2019, and you're writing more to promise, all of you, you're writing more to promise 2023. Christmas will say, please, when you make a promise, politician, keep your promise. That's the message of Christmas to all of you in Abuja. When you make a promise, keep your promise. Are you getting what I'm saying this morning? So let me ask you, what promises have you made that you have not kept that you can keep?